Right, when it comes to the audience, during all of our literature texts, specifically Macbeth and Jekyll and Hyde, most of your audience will be familiar with farming. So if you look here, here's a bit of a vertical farm going on. Let's have a quick check about what our understanding of farming is, right? So if you look at all these crops, these things are growing in good soil. And you can see because of the green. Look how upright they are. Yeah, see how. Now, a farmer would be very aware that if they didn't have a good crop, they wouldn't live through a season. So it's vital that they would have to check this every day. Like this pebble here, they'd have to be watchful. And the very first thing you look for are bugs, you look for rot. So have a look over here. Yeah, you can tell there's some kind of bug, right? Because that's damage. That technically threatens your crop. So they would come out and they would look at the issues. I mean, here you go, there's another one. Can you see Mr. Slug right there? Good old Slug. They would come and pests would be actively found and eradicated. Otherwise, it affects your crop and your ability to survive because that's less food for you. At the same time, if you're looking at that, all those seeds that are going to come out, all of those amazing seeds that are just ready to pop, which means you could plant them, you could grow more, and then, of course, you'd have a better harvest. Now, when it comes to Jekyll and Hyde, and when it comes to Macbeth, you've got to remember the color black. Both authors, both authors repeatedly say that there's blackness. Page 1 of Jekyll, there's a black sneer. His face is like Satan. Satan's signature is on Hyde's face. In Macbeth, he confesses black and deep desires. Macbeth even commands the stars. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. Now, of course, we know that predators come out at night, correct? So during the day, good bugs. During the night, bad bugs. The nighttime is when your crop gets destroyed. And so all of your authors have this in common. They're looking at men who have similar traits. They are hiding, their motives are disguised. They're intentionally deceitful. They make active choices to be the bad guy. Now you can see here, this is a good plant. From all of these tiny flowers, you're going to get all of these seeds. So each flower represents a brand new bush, a brand new thing to grow that you can either eat or sell. And that's the problem with Macbeth and Jekyll and Inspector Calls. There's nothing inside. They're morally bankrupt. Now, even this weed, look at that. Even this dandelion, look how many seeds are on that. And this is the problem that our authors have with our apparent heroes, our protagonists. All of them are empty. All of them are rotted to the core. And on page 1, they rotted. When each of our stories begin, we're meeting those men at the heights of success when they've achieved 100% rottenness. And yet, society reveres them, admires them, emulates them, wants to be them. Young men hail these men, be it Burling or Jekyll or Macbeth. They hail them as heroic, iconic. They mold their lives after these men. And yet these men are extremely dangerous because they're completely false. Now you could say false, fake, toxic, pick your word, it doesn't matter. The point is they're thoroughly rotted. And because your audience understands farming, they understand the survival that farming gives, they will look on these men, when these men are exposed, as incredibly dangerous to the survival of them all. And that's really what sowing and reaping comes down to. Sowing and reaping is a farming term. If you sow good seed into bad soil, something won't grow. But if you sow bad seed into good soil, it won't grow either. If you've got a rotten apple and you put it at the bottom of your basket and you pile lots of healthy apples on top, the rot will spread. And the worst part is it's silent. You won't know it's spreading until the whole batch is rotten and you can't use it. The whole lot has to be chucked away. So you've got these toxic standards, toxic expectations in society. And this is what all of your authors are criticizing. So we're thinking about the quality of the men and how the quality is poor. And yet the people around them, like Mrs. Burling said, she had no idea. Yes, she does. Wait, yes, she does. It's willful blindness. And when you come to concluding all of these texts, think about the damage these men could do. Just think about it. It's extreme that they could lead an entire generation of men who are entirely selfish. And that's very, very dangerous.